I'm not sure I understood what I volunteered for. Because as I look back, I thought there are just so many verses. It's hard to say that this one verse has impacted my life perhaps more than another. But as I look back through, especially through some of my old Bibles, I found some notes and some comments and some scribblings and some old sermons and things that were said and things that were preached at. And this verse kept coming up, John 16:33. And it's a particular part of this verse that kept coming up. I guess the verse is, no, it's not. Is it up there? Okay, great. These things I have spoken unto you, that in me ye might have peace. In the world ye shall have tribulation. But be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. The part of that verse that really speaks to me is the part about tribulation. Now, I guess everybody in here can say, yeah, we all have our share of troubles. And in fact, excuse me, I'm sure we do. On the other hand, there might be some that say, you know, I got a pretty good life. I really don't have any troubles. You know, I've got a good marriage, good job, good kids, no financial worries, I'm healthy. So, you know, I'm not sure I do. So let me put it in another perspective. Jesus said, hang with me, we would have agitation, anxiety, bad news, bother, commotion, concern, danger, difficulty, dilemma, dire straits, discontent, discord, disorder, dissatisfaction, distress, disturbance, grief, heartache, hindrance, inconvenience, irritation, mess, misfortune, nuisance, pain, predicaments, problems, scrapes, sorrow, strain, stress, strife, struggle, suffering, torment, tribulation, unrest, vexation, and woe. Pretty well gets all of us, doesn't it? But I'm a Christian. Why do I have those things? Well, you know, Jesus was talking to his disciples. He was getting them prepared for his earthly, you know, for leaving the earth, for his earthly death. But he told them, you know, a group of men that were perhaps the most religious and faithful followers that could ever be. And he said, you will have troubles. So today I thought I'd share with you how this verse has really impacted my life from the time I was not quite this big. In the summer of 1959, I became a Christian. I accepted Jesus Christ. I was baptized. And then 3 weeks later, my best friend was killed right in front of me. My dog got run over. Now, you know, when you're 10 years old, your dog is pretty important. And I was devastated. And I thought, you know, I just accepted Christ. I was just baptized. Why did something this bad happen? And luckily, I had a Sunday school teacher named Mr. Bradley. Now, he was an old guy. He was probably 30, 35, you know, and he saw what I was going through, and he sat me down and he talked to me about troubles in the lives of Christians. And he pointed out this verse. And I guess that made me feel better, but I still miss my dog. Fast forward now 12 years. I'm 22 years old, full of life, you know, a good life. Everything's going pretty good until I spend 21 days in the hospital paralyzed from my waist down. Now, you know, when you're 22 years old and you're pretty active, that kind of hits you. 21 days stay in the hospital. They never found out what was wrong. I walked out. They said, good luck. 6 months later, I was back in for another 17 days. This time, different set of doctors that pinched, probed, prodded, and did everything else. And they found out what was wrong, and they treated it and also said good luck. But at that time, Mr. Bradley, that Sunday school teacher, who is now much older, he had to be ancient, 45 or so, he came to see me in the hospital. And we talked again about troubles in the lives of Christians. And I'm 22 years old, and I'm you know, doctors are saying, I don't know if you're going to walk again. So I'm a little upset. That's when it hit me. At 10 years old, I guess I was too young. At 22, it hit me. And this became my verse of confirmation. It didn't take any faith. You know, I believe there's a heaven, I believe there's a hell, I believe there's a God, I believe there's a Jesus. I've never seen them. But this was a confirmation. I was experiencing trouble and tribulation and torment and everything else. And Jesus said I would. So it made those things in the Bible that Jesus said seem so much more real. Because here on earth, I was getting a confirmation. This was proof. This didn't take faith. So let's fast forward to another decade. July the 11th, 1981, 1 year before Pam and I get married. I'm on the way to pick her up for her birthday. We're going out to her parents. 18-wheeler had different ideas. I was hit. I was flipped 7 times. Went down an embankment. Now, no seatbelt, no airbags, no padded dash, no padded doors. But if you don't think the good Lord watches out for you, he allowed me to land on my head so I wasn't hurt, okay? The confirmation once again, you know, I thought, okay, Jesus, okay, I understand. But I came through it. With God's help, I came through it. Not too many years ago, in fact, 11 years ago, in for an annual physical. Now, I'm a pretty healthy guy, I thought. Doctor comes in and says, you know, I've got a little problem. That's something you never want to hear your doctor say. Said there's the nerves that should be inside your heart are on the outside, and you're kind of a walking time bomb. There's nothing that can be done. I said, okay. I can, I guess, live with that. I can accept that. And I walked out thinking, okay, from the time I was 10 years old, I have seen confirmation after confirmation, proof after proof that what Jesus says is real. And you know, I've never been promised a tomorrow. Never. So this verse has been with me since I was 10 years old. And it has served me greatly. It has made me such a stronger believer. And if it were all to end right now, so be it. The last thing I'll leave you with. When your troubles stare you in the face and you get to the end of your rope and there's nothing left but God, you'll find out God's all you need. Thank you.